What's up, everyone? Julia here.
And Trent.
And we're back with episode 5 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, after the last episode where we saw both Din and Bo-Katan finding their place in the covert again, seeing some of the inner workings, like the training of the younglings, and really earning the respect of Paz Vizsla rescuing his son Ragnar, and just Bo-Katan proving herself, and, you know, that discussion with the armor at the end.
That was so good.
Yeah, she wasn't dismissing her.
Wasn't dismissing.
And I think this is going to be something that's explored further. So very excited. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Let's go. Gong droid.
Where's the rail spur? We're going to be moving a lot of cargo in and out of here.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on a second.
Looking up at the sky.
That is a very big ship.
Yeah.
Pirates?
Shard's not going to take it
There's a
lightly.
pirate corsair violating the airspace of the population zone.
If we buy them off, that'll set a bad precedent.
Ah, yes.
You get the citizens to safety, I'll handle this. Engineers, thank you. To be continued.
I'm liking seeing Grief in a position of power where he cares about the town.
He looks so cool.
Yeah.
I knew that corsair looked familiar.
I don't believe my eyes. The voice sounds like Grief Karga, guildmaster of the Navarro Hunters. But all I see before me is a pampered nobleman dressed for the pomp of his wedding feast.
Believe your ears, then. And don't mistake my hospitality for weakness.
Is that what you call gunning down my helmsman in cold blood? When he let down his guard on your planet?
He shot first.
Yeah, he shot
Yep.
first.
Well, now I will shoot first.
No.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Navarro is now under the protection of the New Republic.
My charts indicate that Navarro is an independent world. You are no longer under the protection of Moff Gideon.
The Spinward Patrol passes through here regularly.
It's a
The
cool laugh.
New Republic can't even protect the Mid-Rim from the pirate nation. This isn't Sabak. You can't bluff your way out of this one, Gaga.
I thought you...
Don't hail me again unless it's to surrender.
Oh, yeah. So we're starting to see some of the issues that the New Republic are facing, both internally and the pirate nation. Help me, Mando.
Oh no.
Wow. Talks about striking in cold blood.
The escape pod is ready. I will lead you to the launch site.
I won't abandon my city. We have to get the people to safety. Send out a directive immediately. Let's go.
Evacuate. Alert.
Gonna fight.
Please evacuate. Retreat to the lava flats. Alert.
It's such a cool, devastating looking ship. Hey, Grief Karga. You ever drunk Bailey's from a shoe? I'm going shot! Do love it. The New Republic still aren't very high tech, are they?
No. It's not as... It's always the interesting thing that's been... The difference between the
Empire.
Republic and the Republic.
Can I use your viewer? Excuse me.
Captain Taylor, we have been attacked by Pirate King Gorian Shard. You once offered that I might reach out to you. I am humbly requesting the New Republic to send a patrol to clear out the raiders. I don't ask for your aid lightly. The situation is dire. I'm afraid that our planet will fall, and Shard will turn this into a pirate base.
Yeah, put your ego and pride aside.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
Too bad. I really thought Navarro was gonna make it.
Zib!
The Coruscant. Request permission to intercede. They haven't returned a dispatch in weeks. They're swamped. We'll never get an answer in time.
Carabast.
Then I'm just gonna have to go there and talk to them myself. They can't ignore me face to face.
I like your attitude. Good luck.
Live action Zeb!
That looks so cool.
Oh, I love that we're getting little teasers of the Rebels and the Ghost Crew throughout the series.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
It's so weird seeing it live action though, but
Yeah.
amazing seeing it live action too. I do love that though. They can't ignore me when I'm face to face.
Captain Tavy here to see Colonel Tuttle. It'll only be
No. Do not put any more stuff on that part of the desk. That's my work area. It's okay. He can stay. You, Scoot.
Love the sassiness of
Yeah.
the bots.
And you are?
Carson Tava, a Delphi base. I'm requesting authorization and backup for a Delphi squadron in dealing with the pirate siege on Navarro.
Navarro. I haven't heard of it.
It's a small planet on the outer rim. The High Magistrate of the capital city sent me this message.
I am humbly requesting the New Republic to send a patrol.
Oh, that's not good.
I get the gist. It does sound concerning.
Excuse me, Colonel. I'm
Auspicious
going out of the
timing.
commissary. Can I get you anything?
Thank you, and I'm fine for now. Have you ever heard of Navarro?
I have. Spent some time there, in fact. They have yet to sign the charter. They're not a member planet.
Uh-oh. It's not good.
What does that matter? We can't leave them defenseless.
Of course
Yeah.
not. But we have a backlog of requests from member worlds that have priority. I don't even know if we have the resources, especially for pirates.
I don't think that this is an isolated episode. Navarro has reported accounts of stormtroopers in the streets and TIE fighters openly flying above. The citizens speak of Moff Gideon occupying the town, and now
Look
a
at
pirate
their
king is
reaction.
attempting the same thing? These events could all be connected.
I think that's a bit of a leap.
Really? Because I'm hearing Moff Gideon never made it to trial.
Captain,
Oh.
this isn't a rebellion anymore. We have a structure now. I work in requisitions.
The red tape.
Perhaps the leaders of Navarro need to understand why becoming a Republic signatory is valuable.
By letting them suffer. Sounds like a rather imperial way of thinking.
Captain, you're out of line.
It's fine. I'm used to that kind of talk. But from experience, it often takes a new perspective before one is able to see the light.
You and your sword didn't see the light. You were captured.
No. I was liberated.
In any event, thank you, Captain, for
Interesting.
bringing this to our attention. We'll see if we can allocate some additional assets.
There's something dangerous happening out there. All these events, it's not a coincidence. And by the time it becomes big enough for you to act, it'll be too late.
Yep.
Well, look at what's going on now. They're already attacking and they've gone through all this bureaucracy to try and just get approval to defend. When they find out,
But that was some really key information as well. He never made it to trial.
Gonk droid safe. Yeah, never made it to trial. Almost confirming what we've been hearing, the rumours, the rumbles.
The rumours and the rumbles.
Grief's doing a good job. Looking after the citizens. What you built gone in moments.
Help will arrive soon. Very soon.
Who's coming to help?
How can you be so
I have sent a message to the New Republic. Help is on the way.
It's also like holding them ransom of the, well, they're an independent nation.
Yeah.
They're not a priority. Our member states are... Carson going alone.
There you
I was
are.
going to say, going to find help from people
Yeah.
with little red tape.
Yeah. Get the independents to help the
Be
independent.
careful of the thing
Yeah.
that comes up and eats
Yeah,
chips.
very close to the monsters.
Captain Carson Tava, the Delphi Rangers. I have a time-pressing matter to attend to.
We're out, Blue Boy. The New Republic isn't welcome here.
How did you manage to find us? Mandalorians pride ourselves on our secrecy.
Fortunately, someone I served with in the rebellion is amongst your ranks.
Oh.
Thanks, R5.
Oh.
The entire covert will now have to relocate.
Or we could kill him. Stay right here.
This man cut me a break once, and now I'm returning the favor. Clear out, Blue.
Grief Karga sent this holo message. Navarro is under siege by pirates. Coruscant doesn't care. Karga's your friend. You won't let him die.
What's in it for you?
The New Republic has to know that the Empire is growing again.
And you think the Pirate King has something to do with it?
I can't say for sure, but something doesn't smell right. Look, it's not your fight. I just came to tell you your friend is in danger. I thought you should know.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, don't do it for the New Republic. Don't do it for Navarro. Help your friend.
Now, many of you don't know Grief Karga, and those that do fought against him when you rescued me from his ambush many cycles ago on the streets of Navarro. Since then, he's had a change of heart and has risked his life to save mine, as well as the foundling in my charge. I stand before you to petition an intervention, to help rescue Navarro before it's too late. I am in no position to ask for any more of you. However,
I was gonna say, I love the rumblings.
The enemy that decimated this very covert were Imperials, not Grief Karga's bounty hunters. Grief Karga is now a High Magistrate and has offered me a tract of land on his independent world. Perhaps it is time for us to live in the light once again.
I was just about to say that'd be good for all the Mandalorians.
So our culture may flourish and our children can feel what it is to play in the sunlight.
Aww. Come out of the shadows.
Yeah.
Does anyone else wish to speak?
I like the symbology of the hammer.
Yeah, I do too.
I do.
Oh,
Not
Paz.
surprised.
Yeah.
Which is definitely going to be a counter.
I was there on Navarro that night.
No, I think this is going to
I fought against Grief Karga and his hunters. I saw my brothers and sisters fall at the hands of the Imperial butchers that hunted us in the sewers. I saw many die to save the life of this one tiny foundling.
It's worth it.
And now we are asked to sacrifice yet again.
Saved your son.
The question we should be asking ourselves is why? Why should we lay our lives down yet again? Because we are Mandalorians!
Nice!
I have had my disagreements with this man, but he risked his life to save my son.
Yeah.
I do not like
Kreese
this
did
man.
not give up on my child's life,
Yeah.
even when the rest of us did.
Yep.
Nice.
These two are asking us to take up arms in the name of a brighter future. And I, for one, will take up arms to fight by their side.
Nice. Go, Paz.
This is the way.
This is the way. I was worried the dude was going to be like full against it, and I'm like, I was wrong about the start.
I'll use this to drop you in, and you will operate as a tight military unit.
Hell yeah.
Jaren and myself will reinforce from above. If everyone acts as they should, we can use the element to surprise and defeat an enemy that outnumbers us.
That ship in light speed.
The N1 will distract the Corsair and her snub fighters as we drop in to liberate the planet below. Navarro is an independent planet, and no longer under Remnant Imperial or New Republic protection.
Yeah.
But it's that very independence that makes it appealing for you to settle. You lived there once, hiding in the sewers.
You won't have to.
But now, you can be heroes.
Yeah, the music, the music, the speech.
I love it. Come back and protect your home.
For everyone now, it's just a place of scum and villainy.
Mandalorian milk.
Oh no!
Yes! You know that ship.
When you hear that, when we hear that sound, it's about to go down.
There's a starfighter off our port bow.
Ooh.
Yep.
It's the Mandalorian!
Surprise! Nice.
The snuff fighter! Follow him!
Bold of you to return.
Mandalorian. Blast that ship!
Understood.
I got really big Ebony Maw vibes from that one, yeah.
Thanks for your help, Mando.
Aww.
I decided to take you up on your offer for a tract of land.
Be careful, my friend. They've got you outnumbered 10 to 1.
So you think.
Nice.
I like those odds.
Bet you do.
I wanted blues, but I don't want anything to happen to that ship. It's too cool.
Approaching drop point.
Oh,
First team, prepare to drop.
Take back the streets.
First team away.
Oh, this is just
They've
gonna
got
be
no
like
clue.
no clue.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Team 2,
Yeah, good luck trying to outmaneuver that.
Yep. I love these little pot shots at the main ship too.
They took out an engine.
Tell Vane and the fighters to reform for a counterattack!
They're pursuing the Mandalorian.
Then bring them back!
Right, come in. The starfighter's a decoy. There's a secondary attack.
Regroup with the Corsair!
Yes!
Yep.
ambush. Take cover.
They shot at me. I'm gonna snitch on them.
Yep. Oh no!
Behind us!
We're boxed in.
Good thing it's Beskar.
I forgot about the big
Yeah, the
gun.
big ass gun. But also the call to arms. We're boxed in, and then all the other Mandalorians coming in. Come on, Paz.
Oh. He's just a unit.
Yeah. We need to match guns. Ooh.
Oh. Ooh.
Engaging the gauntlet.
I was gonna say, but
gonna say,
it's perfect
yeah.
time for him to pick them off one by one.
He's below you.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere, man.
Oh, come on, Armorer.
I love that she's using it.
Oh.
Oh. Yes.
Advance!
Hey.
Yeah. Yep.
Drop them all.
I just like how every single person is armed.
Yeah. Carl Weathers' pose then was
Yeah.
badass.
Been a pleasure serving you, Captain. but it's time to part ways.
Oh.
Yeah.
You coward!
Pirates.
Coward.
Pirates are cowards.
We have to retreat!
Nope.
In a puff of pig's eye.
There you go, there's loyalty, firing on your own men as well.
Gotta take them down. Focus fire on their last engine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, but the ship's gone.
And Shard's gone too, no way.
Oh, it's gonna be a... Yeah. I feel sorry for the town because they're still rebuilding. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you, and especially to our fine Mandalorian liberators. Mandalorians, I know that we have been on opposite sides in the past, but that is behind us. From this day forward, I, Magistrate Grief Karga.
Hi, magistrates.
Hi, Magistrate Grief Karga. Hereby cede all land from the western lava flats to Bullock Canyon to the fine people of Mandalore. You may no longer have a home planet, but you do now have a home. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome. Welcome, and thank you.
The Armorer wishes to speak with you.
It's interesting that she was not present at that too.
Yeah. I was going to say they're back where they were.
Yeah, they were in the
formerly.
tunnels.
This was once the forge of our covert. I have been to the Great Forge on Mandalore.
I remember the forge well.
It was large and ornate. And the air rang with the music of 100 hammers. And here stood a simple one. Yet, they were both forges. They served the same purpose.
They serve their purpose.
Remove your helmet.
But
That's...
No.
Do you respect my station?
I do.
Is this a test?
Remove your helmet.
No. No. Don't.
She did say, do you respect my station? She's...
Our people have strayed from the way, and it is not enough for a few to walk it. We must walk it together.
This is the way.
We must walk the way together. All Mandalorians.
I understand.
Unite them.
Unite them.
I was taught that the mythosaur existed only in legends, and yet you saw it.
She believes.
It is a sign that the next age is upon us. Mandalore must all come together. You have walked both worlds.
Yeah.
Yes.
You are the one who can unite us.
Yes.
Yes. So.
But I like that though, the armor walking into the light as she was saying that. Oh!
Oh. Oh. This is interesting. This is a test of faith for everyone.
Yeah.
Bo-Katan Kryze is going off to bring other Mandalorians in exile to us, so that we may join together once again.
But she shows her face.
Yes.
Bo-Katan walks both worlds. she can bring all tribes together. It is time to retake Mandalore.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes! I really hope nothing happens to him. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
What happened to my favorite Star Wars ship? Line open.
Read to Tava? I found a derelict Lambda shuttle. The hull was breached. The vessel shows evidence of being attacked. Any reports in the area?
There's a record of a missing craft in the region. The details are classified.
Oh.
R7, launch probe.
Why would they be classified?
He never made it to trial.
Yeah.
It's a New Republic prison transport.
Oh.
I'll be damned. Flight times match the ship transporting Moff Gideon.
I was gonna say, it's Gideon's ship.
He never made it to trial. There don't appear to be any survivors. And Moff Gideon's body is missing. This was an extraction.
Yep.
Who were the perpetrators?
Scanning.
They needed this confirmation.
Yep.
There appears to be something embedded in the cabin wall. Getting close on that.
This explains why everything's classified.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fragment of Beskar alloy.
No!
Moff Gideon was taken by Mandalorians?
No. No. Framed. They are framed.
They have to be set up.
They are completely set up.
They have to be. Especially considering what we know about how the New Republic's got the Elia Kane's role.
Set up. Set up.
Has to be
Set up.
has to be framing.
Has to be framed.
Has to be.
Oh, I'm like that last bit really like. Oh,
I thought it was ending on that happy note.
I thought that was ending on that really awesome note.
Yeah, of the Bo-Katan. You unite all of Mandalore. You walk both ways.
You walk both ways.
Yeah, that little ending. There are a lot of little moments that gave goosebumps in that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that episode.
Yeah, good, and I like the fact that it didn't wait too long to reintroduce Gorian Shard after the first episode. He was a pretty ineffective pirate king, but
ego tends to bring down the best of them.
well, saying that though, you had a person who wouldn't let their hubris be pushed aside, and we're going to still take Navarro. Grief Karga was the exact opposite. He put all of his ego and pride aside to ask for help, even knowing that he had been pushing for an independent nation.
Yeah. And then, but also, that also showed the implications of being an independent nation as well. That yes, you may be able to ask for help, but sometimes the priority.
It's drawing a lot of interesting comparisons to the Empire as well. I mean, the Empire, when they wanted nations to join, they were quite forceful. And used nefarious tactics. But nations and planets that were under Imperial rule, whilst there were still obviously the issues of how the Empire is running things and oppressing, they prospered and thrived because they had the Empire's protection and attention and made people fall into the Imperial propaganda machine.
Yeah.
Despite them obviously using their power terribly. And the last few episodes have shown that it's not too different to how the New Republic are operating. They're not obviously oppressing and running the way the Empire is, but there's still the bureaucracy that comes into running.
They're trying to be different, but the bureaucracy and everything that's set in place is still very the same shade of grey.
Yeah.
That they're still trying to follow the policies and procedures without
the
humanity of it.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how the New Republic's operating, but also just how they're still not the the well-oiled machine on some of those outer planets, like when we first saw Carson and Zeb. We got Zeb in there.
Yep.
When we first saw them, they're in a rural aircraft hangar essentially. So running on scraps.
That I think was a really interesting meeting on in the archive place.
Yes.
Where it was that, well, I see the point. We want to help, but we have member states. But
it didn't
a member.
It didn't help that Elia was cutting in.
Yeah, and the interesting kind of turmoil between the I don't trust you, but I trust you, but I don't trust you.
Well, just that little look down at the badge to indicate that she was a former Imperial. If they look further, and I'm sure Carson, I think, is going to play a much bigger role throughout the season this year.
Yeah.
I do feel like he's kind of taking the place of Cara Dune. And I feel like he's going to be the one that is the big focus now that that character's off doing other things.
Yes.
I think he's going to play a big role in discovering the way the Imperial operatives are still kind of operating. And this is the first piece of the puzzle of Gideon confirming to escape with the
confirming
Beskar.
Gideon never made it to trial. It's been swept under the rug that we just don't talk about Gideon.
Which let's just talk about the implication of that. We're getting more Giancarlo Esposito, which is always good. It's always good. Too good of an actor to waste. I'm so glad we're going to be getting him eventually.
So not dead.
Yes.
Hiding. Stolen? Liberated by Mandalorians.
Yeah, that's yeah. So is this Carson's put together pieces of the puzzle already in that there's something bigger going on.
There's something bigger going on, and I think we've talked about it, not necessarily on the show here, but together, where what is the implications of a rising New Republic is the turmoil that happens underneath and the rising of a
first order, if you will.
A first order, if you will.
A new order.
A first order. A first order rising up between the ranks. Oh, not between the ranks, sorry, rising up from the underbelly of what's being tried to be built.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to be trying to piece together the formation of that to lead to the sequels.
Yeah.
How we get there is going to be very interesting.
Very interesting.
To have Gideon in prison being transported, one, in a former Imperial landing shuttle, there are several things. Are we keeping it simple and having the hidden Imperials within the New Republic as setting all this up, or is there a bigger player higher up that's doing all this? That's the big question. We know we've got Ahsoka. They've been teasing the Ghost crew and things that have come from Rebels throughout the series so far. Is Thrawn still the big bad that's yet to be revealed?
Yep.
Is he? Yeah, it's very interesting. I like it.
It can lead so many different ways, and no matter which way it leads, it's still going to be really good. I would love to see Thrawn come back, but I will not be mad if it's also just a complete the Imperials undercutting this New Republic to because we got the cloning technology coming in. Grogu's still going to be a big thing because Gideon wants him badly. Yes, he's still such a key piece, and the fact that it's already been talked about in the series of why the cloning is important and that setting up of the Doctor, and why mention it if it's not important? And that was so key about that episode, was that it holds so many implications for the growing of this universe and where it leads to in the sequel.
Because if that hadn't happened and we see Elia in this episode, we'd be that's odd. That's odd. But knowing that what happened to Pershing, yeah.
Why you walking into that office? Why you being so sweet? And do you need anything?
Yeah.
You just want information.
Why you being so buff and sweet?
Why you being so buff and awesome and hot?
But on the other side, the Mandalorian building of Bo-Katan walking both ways
and being such a key piece.
Yeah, I liked that, and the follow on from the discussion at the end of the last episode with the armorer to this one of the armorer genuinely
believing her.
Yeah, that she saw the mythosaur, and just the big moment of the taking off the helmet where we thought it was a test, and just, do you not respect my station? Take it off. Just the whole framing of it in how it is very much giving me reminiscent of Asgard is not a place, it's a people.
Yeah, it's a people. Yeah,
where
definitely.
the armor is talking about the giant forge on Mandalore with the symphony of hundreds of hammers, and you've got the forge on Navarro that it all served its same purpose. Here's your purpose, Bo-Katan. You walk both ways. You have bathed in living waters. You follow the way now.
Yeah.
But you have an understanding of how Mandalore once was, and you can unite all of Mandalore. So it's going to people walking the way, but I think what they're going to be expanding on is how the way actually operates.
Yes.
Where it's not just the one.
It's not just you have to follow this way and you are a true Mandalore, or you're following this way and you're not a true Mandalore. It is the uniting of a Mandalore as a culture.
Yeah.
And to bring back and take, because you can walk on it, Mandalore.
Yeah. And I think the fact bathing on living waters and learning about what Mandalore is like at the moment, how it is inhabitable. Yeah, let's go and get the other Mandalorians that we learnt that are now just traveling space. But they're going to be in a lot of hot water after that ending.
Very much so, because it's now coming down to how are the Mandalores that are more of that wandering aspect keeping alive, making their living.
Yes.
How are they? What is their?
What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Are they like the covert?
Are they Are they like the covert, or are we looking at something that is a bounty for hire again, but more of an independent? I'm just full armor. You call on me, similar to what Jin was when we first got introduced to him, where it was you're that kind of hire, and you're just you're a Mandalorian.
Yeah. But that implies we're going to see Sasha Banks again.
AKA
Mercedes Monet.
Yes. I'd love that.
Formerly known as Sasha
Banks. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Because she looked really good as a Mandalorian. Give me that again.
Give me more Mercedes.
Yes.
But yeah, no, very interesting episode. I like that. I really like Grief's arc throughout the whole series, and it also comes to the coming full circle of various plot points on. Grief stood against us when we were trying to save this young, weak foundling. You have but my people have been destroyed by Imperials. All the things that have happened, summarized nicely in that little speech, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
And then you have Grief putting aside his pride to ask for help. Carson realizing that the New Republic wasn't working in a way. And let's go to another person who I know will help. But just Mando asking for help, having Paz Vizsla actually being the voice to the rest of the covert outside of the armorer, in showing what they've gone through and how this is a chance for a brighter future. Saving his son helped, obviously, but I think it's very much there was a lot of coming out of shadows into light in this, both visually and through the dialogue.
Yes.
It is, we need to build a prosperous Mandalore. We've had someone bathe in the living waters. We need to start taking steps to rebuild Mandalore.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that whole speech with Paz Vizsla was really important, because obviously very well respected within the covert.
Yes.
The symbolism of holding the armorer's hammer. Which was a nice, subtle touch.
And then the symbolism of that, just beating the hell out of pirates.
Yeah, she went full Thor.
Love it.
Yeah, but then seeing let's take back Navarro with... Plus the promise of land.
Yeah.
And Din coming in and saying, yep, you promised me a parcel of land, that's what we're helping for.
Yeah.
And Grief being like, yep.
Yeah, it was good.
What were you going to say? You going to say something?
No, I forgot it.
You forgot? That's okay. No, really fun episode. There was a lot going on, and a lot of things that are going to be coming from that. Navarro still has a target painted on its back.
Definitely.
Especially since the discussion in the New Republic where Navarro was an Imperial. There's been TIE fighters sighted. And then you have, obviously, Mandalorians now being a target because of the extraction of...
Well, that's what I think is going to be interesting, whether it takes down to, so the New Republic are now aware of it. Are they going to send a ship out and be like, oh, speaking of which, Mandalorians are accused in the help of Moff Gideon escaping.
Yeah. Well, that's
going to be interesting to see if that's where they go.
If it's anything the way a lot of things happen in real life, when there's a big incident like that, it'll spark an immediate response.
Yeah.
And
that's what I think.
I think the immediate response will be a lot of action without any talking and discussion of what's happened.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too.
Some big implications coming forward. But no, I'm quite liking the staggered structure of the series where they're not spending the first few episodes on Navarro. It's different to Andor, where you had the pieces of 3 episodes following this one arc. This is doing, here's one arc, then the next episode we're kind of going elsewhere, but still building the plot. It's not a linear plot this season. It kind of is, but isn't.
Kind of is, but isn't.
But it's jumping around.
But it's jumping around, but it's
places.
jumping around well enough that you're still following it really nicely.
Yeah, I think it would be quite hard for them to build up to the key things that they wanted.
Without kind of doing that jumping a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because the big Elia Kane and Pershing thing is too huge, and I'm wondering whether there was originally another plan to explore in another TV show, that sort of stuff. But for me, it's working. I'm really enjoying it.
I'm really enjoying it as well.
It's just it's great, and the aerial battles, the dogfights, just the tactics that the Mandalorians used in this.
That was
awesome.
really good.
But we've spoken for a long time. Tell us your thoughts on the on the video, on the episode, in the comments. We've spoken far too long. I'm getting tongue tied. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
As always, keep it nerdy. This is the way.